Hi everybody, this is Deanna Payne with Sonoran Scents from the Heart, and I'm going to do a rebatch of patchouli since I'm really low on it. It's kind of a cloudy, humid day here in southern Arizona today. But it's lots better than 110. Okay, I went ahead and put my gloves on. I've had lice splatters on me before and it doesn't feel good, so I try to prevent that at all costs. I'm going to strain the lye water into my oils. And sometimes there's some lumps that like to come to the top of my lye water. I'll go ahead and stir this up a little bit. Make sure it's plugged in good. There we go. My lye water and my oils are both room temperature. I'll go ahead and add my patchouli. Stir that in a little bit. And I'm going to separate it into 3 containers that have colors. It's going to be brown, green, and kind of a dark blue to kind of represent the foliage of the patchouli. And I'm just going to do a simple swirl with this. I'll beat this up a little bit more to bring it up to kind of a medium trace. It's a really pretty blue color. I mixed lavender with a darker blue color. And this brown, it's just cocoa powder. It's going to end up being kind of a tan color. Don't want to get too many air bubbles in there. There won't be as much of this color in the swirl. I mainly wanted to have the green and the blue for the patchouli. A little thicker than that though. Looks good to me. So we'll go ahead and start putting these in this little mold. This mold works real good for me because I just don't have to make great big logs anymore. I can just kind of make little batches at a time when I get low. A little bit of the tan color. Just kind of alternate putting them all in there and let it kind of do its own little swirl thing. It's always so pretty to unmold these and see what they look like when they're all done. You never know exactly how the swirl is going to turn out. Some kind of a Turner Classic movie going on in the background. I have no idea. Doesn't sound good, but I think this is going to fill all the way to the top. And then I'll let that set for a little bit and we'll kind of mess around with the top later. Well, I waited and waited and it's still pretty gooey. I'm just going to go ahead and scrape it on top. At least it's a slow-moving fragrance, a patchouli. I'm sure it'll get hard eventually. Still have a little bit of fun with it. It just won't have any big waves or fancy little decorations on top. A little bit of tan left to play with. I must be getting hungry. This tan's starting to look like caramel. For sure it wouldn't taste like caramel. So I'll just play around with it a little bit and see what happens here. It's just pretty soupy. I think I'll just leave it alone. Okay, that's a patchouli. We'll slice it later.